This is Dr. John Odette. I will be discussing today a toric IOL which will be sutured to the eyelet of a capsular tension ring. This is being done because in the first eye of the same patient, the patient had rotation of her toric IOL in the postoperative period. Starting out by showing you a lens that has already been injected into the eye, and I'm going to retrieve the trailing haptic of the IOL and bring it back out of the primary wound from the cataract surgery. There has been a generous amount of viscoelastic placed in the eye. Next, you will see me place the capsular tension ring under the IOL and into the capsule. I will leave the trailing haptic or eyelet of the capsular tension ring out of the primary wound, and as you will see in just a second here, I will place it right under the haptic of the intraocular lens. You can see here where the eyelet is under that haptic. The next step of this procedure is to throw a cow hitch knot through the eyelet of the capsular tension ring. I do this with using a 10-0 nylon suture. You can see I'm going back and forth, and I will place a simple cow hitch suture. I will rotate in a second here the cow hitch to the medial aspect of the capsular tension ring. There you see I am tightening it down, and now I will rotate it over to the medial aspect of the eyelet. Next, I will take the needle and pass it through the acrylic haptic of the IOL. I do this at the most distal portion that I can, and once again this is in the trailing haptic only, and this is all outside of the eye, so it's a very simple and straightforward thing to complete. I will tie this off with a couple square knots here, and the most important part of this procedure is tying the knot off in the medial aspect of the eyelet and the haptic. This is done because once the IOL and CTR are rotated into the eye, you do not want the knot or the suture ends to be rubbing on the intraocular capsule. So I cut the first end of the suture close to the knot, and do the same thing with the second end of the suture. Once again, like I said, this is done medially, so when I rotate the lens into the eye, as I'm about to do here using a collar button, the knot will be in the medial aspect. This prevents any damage from occurring with the capsule. So I'll rotate the lens into place. You can see normally a Technis toric lens rotates freely. This one rotates very well, but it is not as free to spin in the bag as a normal Technis toric would be. Finally, I will remove the viscoelastic from the eye. Normally, when removing the viscoelastic, the Technis toric lenses will bounce around some. I have the aspiration set very high on my irrigation aspiration here, and you will see the lens does not move. Once again, I am just sealing the wound with some simple hydration of the wound, and the lens does not move. This will remain stable in the postoperative period. Thank you.